Hi everyone, it's Fruity Papa here from Rawsome Healthy. Hope you're having a great day, guys. Now in today's video I wanted to talk about the McDougall diet and understand whether it is a truly healthy diet to be eating and compare it with the low-fat raw vegan diet, which is the diet that I eat. Now many of you out there may already have heard of the McDougall diet, and some of you may actually eat the McDougall diet. Now for those of you who have never heard of it, it's basically a diet which has been made popular by the man called John McDougall, who's a doctor from America. And it is a diet which is based on starches, and these can include things like whole grains, refined and highly refined flours, pastas, peas, lentils, legumes, and root vegetables, for example. In fact, more and more people are realizing the health benefits of a plant-based diet and healing themselves of many modern diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cancer and heart disease. So it really is the way to go. Now, speaking as a low-fat raw vegan who has fruits as his dietary staple, I can say for sure that the McDougall diet is a much healthier diet than the vast majority of diets out there, for sure. But is it the most optimal diet? Is it the best diet that you can have? Well, I don't believe it is. So in the next segment of this video, I'm going to try and explain to you why I believe that is and the reasons why it is not the most optimal diet to be eating. So first off, let's talk about grains, which are a staple on the John McDougall diet. Now, they're typically low in vitamins A, B, C and E. There is also a thing called phytic acid in grains, which is actually an anti-nutrient and can actually interfere with the uptake of micronutrients into the body. Certain grains also contain something called gluten, which is a sticky substance, a protein, and this can cause people problems if they are gluten intolerant. Now, grains are typically bland to eat. They're very bland to eat, and that goes for all starches. And this is an issue with starches as well, that when you eat grains, any starches in general, they're always very bland, and you have to put condiments onto them to make them actually taste good, to have a meal with them. So for instance, when you eat a rice meal, you don't just have it with rice, you have condiments put onto that rice to make it taste good. And this goes really for any starch. And really, we've got to ask the question, if these are true natural foods, should we really be having to put condiments on them to try and make them taste good? And isn't this telling us something that our bodies are thinking, well, this doesn't taste good, I don't really want to be eating it, and we have to actually trick our bodies into believing that it actually is a tasty food by putting condiments on it. The next one is cooking. Now, when we cook our foods, we invariably damage them to some degree, to either a lesser or greater degree. So this is never ideal really for when you're eating your most natural foods to actually have to cook them. This is one to go against eating a diet which is high in starches or has starches as its staple. Other points to consider about foods on the McDougall diet include beans or legumes. Now, many people can experience dietary distress when they're eating legumes because they're hard to break down, and they also cause excess gas for many people, including myself when I used to eat them in the past. Also, when you're eating refined or highly refined products like flour products, pastas for example, these have had the fibre taken out of them, so when you've been ingested by the human body, the sugars are very quickly taken up into the bloodstream, so you can get blood sugar spikes. Compare this, for example, to a bowl or a meal of bananas, and the bananas naturally have fibre in them, and this actually slows the absorption of the sugar into the bloodstream. So two very contrasting ways of how the food affects the human body. Now, for the last 5 years I have been eating a low-fat raw vegan diet, and I have to say it makes me feel my absolute best. I am 41 years old now, so I've eaten several different diets over my lifetime, and I have to say that this diet makes me feel the most healthy, vibrant, and gives me the most energy and keeps me youthful looking. Now, I do have a backup plan, and on occasion, if, say for instance, I'm travelling a long distance or I just cannot get enough ripe fruits, I will eat certain starches like pumpkins or sweet potatoes. I also coach on this diet, and I know many people have benefited from it. And I would highly recommend you eating as much fruit as a staple of your diet as possible, whether that's all raw or as high raw. And if you're wondering about your menu plan, then visit our website at www.rawsomehealthy.com, where you can get yourself a free raw food diet menu plan. Now, have you yourself eaten a low-fat raw vegan diet and eaten a McDougall diet? What are your experiences? I'd love to hear from you. Please post your comments below. Eat sweet, be fit, and Fruity Papa will see you all again very soon. Ciao for now. Hey sir, fancy a banana?